There is a television station whose journalists fighting against the Russian and Belarusian regimes were locked up in prison. Today, Donald Tusk's government is deciding to close Belsat TV and the Foreign Ministry to cease its funding. Why? Today I'm taking a closer look at the situation. For the fact that we created this channel, run it for Belarus but also for Poland for our common cause, 15 people paid with imprisonment. At the moment 15 people are sitting in prison, journalists or cameramen, the kind I see in front of me, paid with imprisonment for 3, 5, 8 years. The longest sentence is 8 years, and these people are still sitting there, and this work that they created has been liquidated at this very moment. It has been murdered. I can't define it any other way. Belsat TV was established in 2006. A year later it began broadcasting. It gave Belarusians and peoples from the former Soviet Union access to independent information in their country in Belarusian, Russian, Ukrainian, as well as in English. Above all, it was a counterweight to Russian propaganda. Now the station is to be decommissioned.
Cui bono?
Who will gain from the fact that Minister Sikorski, Prime Minister Tusk and his political acolytes today want to murder Belsat TV? Because it certainly won't benefit the Belarusian opposition, it won't benefit Belarusian culture, it won't benefit Polish security. The opposition is sounding the alarm. It is not just television, but a tool in the fight against Russian propaganda. Belsat TV was declared undesirable by the Russian prosecutor's office only a few months ago. This is because its task, according to Russia, is to discredit the internal and foreign policy of the Russian government to create a negative image of Russia. Meanwhile, Belsat reported on the true face of the Russian regime. We built our soft power in this way, which is also worth mentioning. For nearly 18 years, it did not occur to anyone to liquidate the Belsat channel. Today, Belsat is being liquidated. We protest against this. We oppose such an action. This is the destruction of Polish foreign policy. This is the weakening of civil society in Belarus. This is ultimately the weakening of the Belarusian opposition. Law and justice politicians appeal to the government to halt the decision to liquidate the only independent Belarusian TV station, Belsat. The importance of the Belarusian regime's free media, which gave resistance to Russian propaganda, especially from enemy territory, is well known to Belarusians. Fear and censorship currently prevail in Belarus. Belsat TV is also a place where Belarusian citizens can hear their mother tongue, i.e. Belarusian, because on state television and state media in the public space, there is only the Russian language. Polish journalists are also warning. This is not a game for Belsat TV, it's a fight for life and death, one can say, for the freedom to provide information to people who live in a country like Belarus. This is really a misunderstanding of what Poland's raison d'etat is, what Belsat TV's tasks are, what freedom of speech is all about. The mission, to also bring free speech to other countries, because, after all, that was exactly the mission of Belsat TV. Belsat TV has led that mission until now. Now all foreign language channels under the TVP banner are to be incorporated into one organizational structure. Belsat as an entity ceases to exist.